My name is Rawan Hamid.
What compels you to choose Meridian in your search for graduate education?
What compelled me to choose Meridian is I was looking, because of my work requires me to travel from, every few years from one duty station to the other. Because, like I said, I work for the United Nations. I wanted high quality university that is accredited within the United States and is recognized in the United Nations education system. And so that was very important for me. Number one is that I'm investing time and money in an institution that is recognized. Secondly, it's because that it's an online distance education, which for me is very flexible for a working individual. I'm a mother and work full time. This would be very helpful for me. Another thing is that I've read about transformative learning, but really, I was really interested in, because my bachelor and my master's were not in that, in a sense, they didn't follow transformative learning approach. I was really interested in doing that, given that I'm pursuing my PhD, specializing in clinical psychology. I really wanted to make sure that I'm personally engaged in this learning journey, and that it's not just something that I memorize and I write in a test and then I get an A or a B or a C. I realized that through the work in my field, that you can know all the terminologies and all of these mental health approaches, but I want to be personally experience and learn about them and transform and grow through the learning experience. So I really read more about the universities approach, and I just was very intrigued by it, and I did research and got positive reviews, and that's what compelled me.
What was your experience of transformative learning like?
My experience of transformative learning was first very challenging. Like, if I remember in the very beginning, in my first terms, I remember feeling very overwhelmed because the learning experience had me access parts of myself that I have not gotten to know, and I didn't even know existed. So it was a very touching on things from the past or certain experiences. And so the learning itself includes starting from the self, using the reading resources and with the guidance of the instructors. And so it was overwhelming. And however, I felt like there was support. So the university expected us to be overwhelmed and provided accordingly the support needed. So whether you want to speak to someone or, just to go back to a more neutral mind space. And so that was available. But yeah, in the very beginning, it was overwhelming. And then as terms went by, I started developing the tools and the resources and started making friends within the community. So I was able to reach out and talk or exchange views or ideas when I needed to talk to someone who understands or who was with me in the same learning platform. So eventually I was able to kind of maneuver through any experiences that and incorporated a lot of self-thought, self-reflection. I can say now that I have the tools that I can continue in the journey, and that I have the support network as well.
What stands out about your experience with your fellow students?
If I had to summarize my experience, is that despite people coming from different backgrounds, and I'm always joining the live class with a 10-hour time zone difference, because I'm located in the Middle East, and so it's nighttime, my location, morning time in California. What I've noticed, despite all of these miles apart and diverse backgrounds of the students, that we're really more alike that we think. We're really similar in our needs for a lot of our needs of being acknowledged, being, uh, treated with empathy, or treated with a dignified, manner, or just being welcomed and accepted. It just brought this whole thing together for me that really we're not that different. We're so much the same despite all of these perceived differences. So that was my experience, and I'm very honored and humbled with all the people I've learned so much for the different classes I've enrolled in. They come from different walks of life, different experiences, and I've learned so much just by being there in their presence and hearing their side of the story. My background is I'm Sudanese Canadian, born in Qatar, and for me, everywhere I go, I try to see if there are people like me. Would I fit there socially, culturally? Am I going to be comfortable? Will I be judged? And I always look for inclusivity in any institution or program I enroll in. So this was one of the things that were in my mind. And now I'm on my second year in the PhD program, and I must say that I've always felt included, appreciated. Um, there's this inclusive approach and space for anyone with a different background and a different story that is not common, or it was met by a lot of empathy and admiration, and the response from the community itself was very inspirational for me, that I started to appreciate myself more. So it wasn't something I was worried about anymore. Something that I'm happy that I'm different in that way. And it's just due to the very positive learning environment facilitated by the amazing instructors. And I just want to say that the professors were always sensitive to inclusivity and cultural sensitivity. And if you are someone who is not American and you're thinking, would I fit? I want to tell you that I had similar thoughts, and this is the best decision I made for myself.
What has your professional journey looked like since Meridian?
I currently work for the United Nations. I'm a program manager for the Mental Health and Psychosocial Support program for Refugee Transit Center. The type of work that I do in the humanitarian sector is it could be very stressful, overwhelming, demanding, and incorporates a lot of putting the beneficiaries first. And so everything, even if you don't want to, it's always, you're thinking about the well-being of the most vulnerable people in the community and so on. The journey with Meridian helped me focus on myself, because I found out that I was, due to the nature of my work, focusing on others. And I don't want to say I neglected myself, but I put myself second or third. And so this was very helpful for me to start journaling, reflecting, start being more self-aware about my feelings, my responses, and have this in-depth access to everything that, I go through at work, through the use of the lessons learned through my classes. So it's been very helpful, and the community I've made through Meridian have helped me really on my personal life go through difficult challenges we are currently going through in the humanitarian field, with a lot of budget cuts and funding challenges, and so I'm very grateful.
What would you say to someone considering Meridian University?
For someone considering Meridian University, I would tell them, first of all, take your time exploring all the resources available on the website of the university, and just pay attention that everything mentioned there is actually something that later on you will be exercising. So it's not some just elaboration, or everything mentioned there actually was in the university. So I would say also you have to check in with yourself to ask yourself, am I ready to be transformed through education? Because it's a personal journey, and it can get overwhelming if you're not ready, or you're not in that mental space to learn by practicing in yourself first. And so that's it. Just use the resources, get to know yourself more, ask student services or whomever is there, reach out, ask questions, and make the decision that you're most comfortable with.